Hey, what's going on? It's Big Rome. I'm back. And today we're gonna do some pork butt how-to. So one of the things I'm gonna go ahead and show you first is what seasoning we're gonna be using today. So today, the base that we're gonna go ahead and use is, I'm actually gonna use some Patsy Mustard. I actually picked this up at the local Dallas food market, downtown Dallas. And I love the flavor inside of this. It's not just your regular mustard. It has some spices, some herbs that really, you know, intensifies the taste of this. So this is pretty awesome. The next thing I'm gonna go ahead and use is, I'm gonna use the Gringos Chupacabras special blend. This is a season all, and man, I can't wait to go ahead and try this out on that pork butt. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so we got the pork butt right here, and what I want to go ahead and do is, we're gonna go ahead and just trim this out. One of the things I like to do is kind of look at some of the fat that may be in the outer area of the actual pork butt and just make sure it's all cleaned out. Overall, it's already cleaned. I like to really take some of this out. I don't need all of that fat. I just want to trim it up as best as I can. I am going to use my Kettle Weber grill to get this going, in indirect heat, and get it smoked. So I'm definitely excited to go ahead and get this done. So, you know, once I get this all trimmed up and ready to go, then I'm gonna start seasoning. So as you can see, it don't take long to really take some of that fat out, because it's real thin, so it doesn't take long at all. So let's see here. As you can see, all the fat that you see that's really thick, that's what you definitely want to take off. Anything else, you can definitely leave it there, because once it gets smoked, it's just gonna intensify the flavor when we go ahead and put the seasoning. So let's go ahead and put the seasoning on now. So first thing, I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this mustard. So this mustard here, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is, I'm just gonna pour it down like this. And man, check that out. Look at how thick that is right there. So like I said, this is from Patsy. That's where I got it. I actually got it at downtown Dallas, Dallas food market. So definitely try this out. It's some good stuff right there. So let's go ahead and mix this mustard up real nice and thick. Hey, look at that. Check that out. Look at that little chili on there already. And that's what I was talking about. It has some good herbs and spices in this mustard here. So I'm very excited to definitely put this in here, because I definitely want to intensify the taste here. So I'm very excited here. So as you can see here, it's looking good. It's all over now. Definitely want to make sure it's nice and thick. I'll go ahead and add a little bit of more mustard here, because it's really nice and thick. It's not watered down like other mustards that are out there. It's really thick. So I definitely want that thickness into this pork butt. So the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is let's go ahead and add the seasoning. So like I said, I'm using the Chupacabra special blend here. So let's go ahead and thicken this up real quick. It ain't gonna take long to do that. Chupacabra seasoning's real thick in herbs, so I really like that. It really sets in very well when it comes to the meat itself. So as you can see already here, it's already kind of blending into that meat. So it's looking really good. So we're gonna definitely go into details about temperature and everything. We are gonna put the kettle grill at 250 degrees. Then from there, internal heat, that's where we're gonna talk about later. So, you know, what to expect when we look at internal heat, and then how long we wanna go ahead and let it rest. So check that out. Oh yeah, it's looking good right there. Nice and thick. Man, I'm excited already. Check that out. Wow. So as you can see, no more than what, 3 minutes? Got this marinated or seasoned with the ketchup, or with the mustard. Sorry about that. But look, if you can see now, check that out. Man, that's looking like a beauty right there. Man. Now let's go ahead and get the kettle grill started. All right, so let's go ahead and get this fired up. So first thing, I'm gonna go ahead and use some Kingsford Applewood charcoal to go ahead and do that pork butt. Man, it's gonna be good. So I'm using my Kettle Weber grill and got my chimenea ready to go ahead and get this started. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, there we go. Let's go ahead and get this warmed up, and then we'll put that pork butt. All right, so now the kettle is ready to go ahead and put the pork butt here ready. As you can see, man, that's looking good right there. Man, I'm excited. So let's go ahead and put that in there now. So, as you can see here, I did it under indirect heat, got a pan under, and I'm actually using that double decker again, like my last video, but I'm actually put the pork butt on the top. What I noticed is that on the top side of the actual kettle grill, it actually cooks even quicker from the top side, so that's why I'm taking advantage of that. So let's go ahead and put that pork butt in there. On this scenario, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna do fat side up, just because it is already protected. There's no direct heat from the charcoal, so we're gonna be doing good on this. So remember, I use Kingsford charcoal, applewood. So man, I am so excited to go ahead and put this in here. And you hear the sizzle? Man, it's gonna be good right here. So let's go ahead and close this down. As you can see, I always put the vent on the outer side of the actual kettle grill, so all the smoke comes in directly into that pork butt. So let's go ahead and close this down. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on with the pork butt. Everything's looking so far so good. I was gonna do it at 250 degrees. I started with it, but I wanted to go ahead and go in hot and fast, and I went from 300 to 350 degrees. But take a look real quick. Oh yeah, that pork butt is looking good. And as you can see, it just sizzling. Man, it's looking good right there. It's looking real good right there. Oh yeah, so let's go ahead and shut this down, and we're gonna look at going at 160 degrees to go ahead and wrap it. But check it out, right now it's at 127, 123 on the two probes right there. So let's go ahead and shut this down. Oh yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. Man, it's looking good. That bark right here is all the fat, so that's not really gonna be a big deal. What's gonna be good is gonna be right in the inside, and it's gonna be, man, I can already tell there's some great flavor going in there for sure. So let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. Now, while I wrap it up, the temperature that I'm looking for to go ahead and pull it out, I'm gonna go for 195 degrees. And once I have it 195 degrees, I'm gonna let it sit for about an hour. And then from there, I'm gonna go ahead and open it up and go ahead and pull it and take that bone out like that usually works. So let's go ahead and get that. All right. There we go. Wrapping it on this side. And let's go ahead and put it on the grill. Oh yeah. All right, so let's go ahead. We got it on the grill already, on the kettle. Let's go ahead and put the probes back on. And like I said, we're gonna look at 195, pull it, leave it there for about an hour, let it sit, and then from there, I'm gonna start pulling. So go ahead and make this happen. There you go. Let's go ahead and close it up. And let the magic begin. Oh yeah. All right, so now we got it at 195, baby, 195. Ready to go ahead and pull this pork butt, and then we're gonna let it sit for about an hour, and then from there, let's chop it up. Oh yeah, baby. All right, we got it wrapped in that foil. We're gonna go ahead and let it sit for about 45 minutes to an hour, and then from there, we're gonna break it down. Oh yeah, I can't wait. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the pork butt now. Oh man, it's looking good right here. Now let's go ahead and see what it does when I pull. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something. This is pulled pork right there. Check that out. Man, I'm gonna go ahead and try this out. Wow. I'm tasting this right now as we speak. This is amazing. Chupacabra special blend, Patsy's Mustard. Let me tell you something. That's what you call pulled pork right there. Man. All I gotta say now is big roll out.